Hey guys, it's Anyango here, hoping that you are healthy, wealthy, and free and loving your life. I should make a theme song. I think a theme song would be better. So it's just sang. But yes, it's how we do. That's what we do, that's why we're here, right? I haven't, okay, I think I have spoken about Lisa Nichols, but not recently. I haven't spoken about her too much recently. She's one of my mentors. Not personally, because she way up there, but she's somebody that I follow, and I'm in one of her classes on Mind Valley, which is a really, really good one. And one of the lessons that she teaches that really hit me, was when she said that the voice that you have in your head, the voice that you have inside your head, that you hear talking you into things and out of things that you want to just silence sometimes and not listen to, that makes you feel bad about things that you shouldn't feel bad about, that you have to learn to control, that voice is yours. That voice is mine. That voice is for me. I mean, it's inside me, it's for me. But this voice that you're hearing, this voice that I speak out with, this voice that's being heard by everybody else, that can affect anybody outside of me, is meant for other people. It is meant to be heard, right? And the reason why she was saying this is because she says that we all have something inside us that we're meant to share. We all have this thing inside us that we're meant to give out. And the base of all of this, the start, the beginning is in our voice. Every word that we say, and she puts it very simply, you affect everybody around you, whether you're speaking to one person or you're speaking to 1,000 people. Whether you're speaking to your parents or to your sibling or to your teacher, or you're speaking to the board of directors or a committee or a crowd, or you're on a radio or whatever it is, you're affecting somebody with your voice. And so you need to be very careful about how you speak. And her philosophy, I think, I'm putting it in my own words, this is not something that she's written down or stated formally, but I believe that what she is saying is that we need to control what we say all the time. There's no such thing as you're just talking out of your ass and you don't really care, and I was just saying it or whatever. Every time you speak, know that somebody is being affected by you. Every time you speak, know that somebody is listening to you. You may not hear them, you may not see them, it may not be now, it may be in the future, especially social media these days, You record something now, you send it to somebody, it shall be used against you in the court of social justice, media, everywhere, public, 20, 50, 100 years down the line. But everything you say will affect somebody around you, ahead of you, you haven't met, So we need to make it normal to control what we say. It needs to be a normal thing that we think before we speak. It needs to be normal that before we say anything, we're like, how is this going to land? Who is this going to affect? Will it be a positive or a negative effect? Am I okay with the effect that it has? That needs to be a normal thing that we do. It needs to be standard, right? Just like now, wearing masks is now normal. We need to get it ingrained in our mind that anything that we say will affect somebody in future. So don't just say anything. But more importantly, to the same point, is the fact that the voice, my voice, your voice, is supposed to affect somebody. Not that it just does, not that it just happens and therefore you need to be careful, but the point of having your voice is to affect somebody else. Now this kind of ties into the whole creativity idea, the creativity, like you need to let out your creativity. But this is more on the base level, because even before you get to the point that you're letting out your creativity through your art, through your singing, through your writing, through your work, in the way you lead people, at the base of it is how you talk, how you start it off, how you begin your morning, how you greet the first person you see in the day. Because if you already have it in your mind that you're going to be positive, that you're going to say something positive, it shows in your step. It shows in the sway of your arms as you're walking. It shows in the vibe that you give and just the energy that you have around you. It affects your vibration. Whatever you have in your mind will affect your aura. That's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. So when you're ready, when you've told yourself that when I speak it's going to be a positive thing, and your mind knows it, then your mind is going to tell your body, and your body will know it as well. But it needs to be a decision that you've already made. You already know that this is who I want to be, this is how I'm going to be. I know that everything that I do will affect somebody, and it's supposed to affect somebody, and therefore I need to make sure that I do. And then just to cap it off is what I got from it. I think she actually said this. She said that, so if you decide not to share that thing that is inside of you, if you decide not to share that gift that has been put inside you to help somebody else, because the gifts aren't just supposed to share, you're not just supposed to share them so that somebody can enjoy them. No. Yes, there are those who will enjoy and they will pay and for it, or they will, like there are those who will just get it passively and be happy about it. But know that the point is to help someone. You are helping somebody out. You are getting somebody out of a rut that they're in, out of a valley, a winter, a hard time, a struggle that they're going through in that moment. With everything that you say, that is what is happening. You need to know that. And if you decide not to share this gift that you have, once you discover it, if you decide not to share it, then you're leaving somebody stranded. You're leaving somebody that you are supposed to help in the gutter. Somebody is suffering and continuing to suffer because you don't want to use your voice. You don't want to use your creativity. You don't want to be positive. And that's selfish. And shame on you. Shame on you for that. And that hit me because in this fear, the fear of exposing yourself and being vulnerable and letting yourself out and allowing yourself to be seen, you hide thinking that you're keeping yourself safe, that you're just being, I'm just being me, I'm just being an introvert, I'm protecting myself, I'm being safe, right? Until she put it in a way that you're being selfish. Shame on you. You're not supposed to be hiding it. You have it because you're supposed to share it. So if you're not sharing it, then you are being selfish and you're hurting somebody that way. Somebody is suffering because you are not sharing. Somebody is suffering because you are not letting us experience you. Somebody is suffering because I am not making the videos that I should, I am not writing the blogs that I should, I am not speaking positively as I know that I should be. Someone is suffering because you're not making the music that you should be making. You're not recording the songs, you're not writing your poetry, you're not publishing your poetry, you're not sharing the light that is within you. Someone is suffering. And really today there is no reason that we have not to share. You have no reason not to let people see you. You have no reason to want to be the same as everybody else, to blend in. None whatsoever. Because in each way that we live, that we breathe, you can be authentic. So don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Let it out. In the most subtle ways or in the most loud and exposing ways ever. Be vulnerable. Be happy. Be healthy. Be wealthy. Be free. Okay? So let's do this. I'll see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe. I love you all. Ciao.